You know, the United States of America was the greatest country before Trump, and it's the greatest country now after Trump. The white supremacists want to go back. They want to go back to the days when it was legal to own slaves.
You are about to be entertained by the ape, the young man who has become a legend in his own time. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
And what's up, everybody? It's Shuli Ron, the Ron Kelly Talk Radio program, and it's on LinkedIn, YouTube, and nope, not on blogtalkradio.com anymore, everybody. That's over with. Blog Talk Radio went out of business, actually. So, we're probably going to switch over to Spreaker. Switch over to Spreaker. But for right now, it's LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook. So welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Somber occasions. Most of you know my wife passed away. I'm not even really sure why I'm on the radio tonight, but I figured I'd come on the radio maybe to do one of the things that I like to do and to maybe move me away from what just happened. Most of you knew her. Most of you knew her. And it's it's a somber occasion, but things got to keep moving. So I might be a little tongue-tied tonight, but I hope everybody bears with me tonight right here on the Ron Kelly Talk Radio program. So I may not be my old bubbly self, but I think I'm doing what she probably would have wanted me to do. And death is something we all experience. My mom passed away in 2007. That was a long time ago, about 18 years ago. And we've all dealt with death in one way or another. I had three brothers, John, Alan, and Anthony, three of my brothers who passed away. Because I grew up with five brothers. Now I've only got one. My sisters, all three of them are still alive. But I've lost three brothers, to various things. And we all have to deal with death in one way or another. It's part of the program, because you're going to know somebody who dies. You're going to be related to somebody who dies, And death is part of the human experience. I'll put it like that. So I'm not going to, harp on that too long. I expressed how I felt, and, I'll do it probably more times. But tonight I want to talk about Trump. I don't want to drag everybody down with me. I want to talk about Trump, and I want to talk about what I like about Donald Trump. You see, because there's some things that I do like about Donald Trump. There are some things I like about him. And I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, what? You like Trump? You like Trump? Yeah. There's some things that he's doing that I like. You see, Trump, it's enough of the harping about what Trump has done. Because we talk about because people are talking about talking about the insurrection, talking about the hush money, the falsifying financial documents, the sexual molestation charges, and all of this stuff that we talk about with Trump, 3 wives, kids from 3 different women, and it's just the nonsense, the ghetto fabulosity that Donald Trump engages in. But, Everybody who voted for him knew about that. Everybody who voted for Trump knew about that. And they voted for him anyway. You see, because the Democrats have taken the Democratic vote for granted. You know, I mean, people try to put it all on Barack Obama. It wasn't just about Barack Obama. It was the Democratic Party as a whole. And the Democratic Party just didn't give the folks what they wanted. You see, but everybody, you see, you can't, you know, everybody's going after Trump for this, that, and the other, but he does what he says he's going to do. He said he was going to crack down on immigration. He's cracking down. Now, he did mention the tariffs. I haven't heard anything about the tariffs recently, but he said he was going to crack down on immigration. He's cracking down. He said he's going to send military to the border. He's sending them. He does what he says he's going to do. And even though he seems like a crackpot and all that, but at least you know who you're dealing with. See, because the Democrats, you don't know who you're dealing with. See, because it's not about nice and honor, and all that stuff is out the window now. It's not about honor and stature and, you know, that stuff is gone. Those days are over. Because Kamala Harris picked, you know, she picked, you know, Uncle Jed and lost. She found the nicest guy that she can find, which was Tim Walz. Basketball, he was a coach, he was teacher, and this and that. Just all around nice guy, but nice doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work. There's no morality. There is no, I mean, there's still morality, but it's in short supply nowadays. It's very short supply. It's just a couple minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. So, yeah, so it's not about the niceness and nice guy, and, you know, because Tim Walz was a nice guy. But she should have picked Shapiro. You see, Kamala Harris dropped the ball when she didn't talk about immigration. You know, she talked about decency and fairness, and people don't want to hear that. America is not a decent and fair country anymore, and people don't want to hear that. They wanted to hear what Trump was talking about, with all the insurrection, January 6th. You know, I'm going to go after my enemies, all of the stuff that he said he was going to do, and they still voted for him. Now, if that stuff would have ruined prior to Trump coming along and gliding down that golden escalator at Trump Tower, prior to that, being nice meant something. Being decent meant something. You know, but that doesn't matter anymore. You know, insurrection, police getting beat up. You know, that one police officer was squashed into the door. Just voted for him anyway. Gave money to Stormy Daniels so she wouldn't talk about what happened between them before the election. The other lady who says he molested her in a changing room at Saks Fifth Avenue someplace. Whatever. Okay, who's texting me? Okay, yeah. So, you know, all that stuff is over with. Good, kind, nice, decent, law. All that stuff's out the window. Now that John Trump is here, and I'm going to tell you in the next, after the break, when we get to the break, I'm going to tell you what I like about Trump. Yeah, and there are some things I like about Trump. And I know a lot of you are like clutching your pearls. Oh my God. He said that there's things about Trump that he likes. Yes, there are things about Trump that I like. He said mass deportations. He said all the things that would have killed anybody else's candidacy. Him, he was elevated. Anybody else's candidacy would have been over. It's a wrap. Him, elevation. Now he said he was going to pardon all the people who participated in the January 6th riots at the United States Capitol. He said he was going to do it. Voted for him anyway. Won anyway. Trounced Kamala Harris. Because Kamala tried to be nice and decent and sweet and kind. Those days are over. And America showed you that those days are over. Because it's not about that stuff anymore. All the worst possible things were said about Trump. He won anyway. All the worst possible things. Won anyway. It's just unbelievable. 12 minutes past the hour. So yeah, so after the break, I'm going to delve into the dark side. And I'm going to tell you what I like about Trump. Because there's some things that he proposed that I'm actually in favor of. So he's not the, I mean, yeah, he is who he is. And I don't agree with everything he says, but there are some things that he said that I do agree with. And I'm going to let you know what they are after we take a quick break. 14 minutes past the hour. Yeah, there's some things about him I like. Okay, I got to read that. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, so 13 minutes past the hour. So yeah, I'm going to let you know what I think about Trump. I'm going to let you know what I like about Trump. Because there are some things about Trump that I do like, And like I said, I want to thank everybody for the love and support. I made my announcement yesterday about my wife. I want to thank everybody for reaching out to a brother, hollering at me. Everybody except for one person, and you know who you are. Anyway, it's about 13 minutes past the hour. It's the Ron Kelly Talk Radio program, and it's on LinkedIn. It's on YouTube, the Ron Kelly Show YouTube channel, and it's on Facebook, the Ron Kelly Show Facebook page. It's about 14 minutes past the hour. And I'm going to tell you what I like, because there are some things about that he said that I do like. There's some things that I like. So you can cuss me out or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to let you know there are some things that Donald Trump has proposed that I do like. Me and 77 million other people liked it too. Because the Democrats have been taking advantage of the black folks, Latinos, the people who traditionally vote for the Democratic Party. They've been taken advantage of. We've been taken advantage of. Now, do I think it was enough to vote for Trump? No. I just wouldn't vote it for anybody if I didn't want to vote for Kamala Harris. But I don't think that Trump is enough to, he's good enough to get my vote. No. But there are, as I look over his repertoire and what he's talking about as far as the orders that he's writing, I do think that there's some things that I think that there are some things that he proposed that I like. Because, because we have a tendency to call people racists because they don't like something. They passed the law about, they passed a law earlier this week about the transgender folks playing on, like, transgender men on boys or men's teams and transgender women or girls on high school girls team, high school boys team. And each school is getting federal assistance, won't get it if they've got transgender kids or transgender girls who are originally boys, transgender girls playing on biological girls teams. Just like they don't want transgender boys playing on but it's, transgender boys playing on biological boys teams. But it's been mostly transgender women, if you can call them that. It's been mostly transgender women who've been playing sports on men's or boys teams. That's what it's been mostly. Not so much transgender, like women, like men who used to be women wanting to play on men's, no, because they know that they're not going to win. But when a transgender boy plays on a girl's team, then, the girl is more than likely going to use, because a transgender boy, even though he's transgender, he's got long hair and he might have the beginnings of some boobs, but he's still a boy. And boys are always faster than girls, except for maybe FloJo or somebody like that. But women play on, and that's why there's a WNBA and there's an NBA. The WNBA is when, because women could not compete with the men in the WNBA. They'd be lost. I don't know if there's any women, I've never seen a woman dunk before. Now, I'm not saying they can't dunk, they just haven't, I guess they just haven't tried it. 17 minutes past the hour. So there's the thing that they just passed that law earlier this week, and I agree with it. I don't think the transgender girls who are really boys should be playing sports with biological girls. I don't think that they should. I'm in agreement with that. Now, does that mean that I'm anti-LGBTQ? And there's another letter, plus. Does that mean that I'm LGBTQ plus, anti-LGBTQ plus? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means that, I think that boys should play with boys, or boys should compete with boys, and girls should compete with girls, because transgender girls, if you can call them that, have an unfair advantage. They have an unfair advantage because a girl is going to beat a boy running, 9 out of 10 times, unless he's fat or something, So I agree with that. That's just one thing I agree with. I agree with some other things that Trump has proposed or is in the process of doing. And I'll get back to you with that in just a moment. Anyway, we take a quick break. We come right back with more of this program. It's the Ron Kelly Talk Radio Show, and it's on Blog Talk. Used to be on blogtalkradio.com and RonKellyShow.com. Right now, we're on Facebook, LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, and YouTube. Back in a moment with more of the Ron Kelly Talk Radio Show. Yes. Yes, indeed, I am the man. What a news cycle this is. This guy has got to go. Trump has got to go. George Floyd snuffed out by this police officer who's supposed to be serving and protecting people.
It's the Ron Kelly Show.
everybody? We are back. It's the Ron Kelly Talk Radio program, and it's on blogtalkradio.com. Well, some used to say, I've been saying it for so many years, I've just got used to saying it. But blogtalkradio.com is no more. So it's Facebook Live, it's LinkedIn Live, and it's YouTube, the Ron Kelly Show YouTube page. Anyway, it's 22 minutes past the hour. And this portion of Ron Kelly Talk Radio program is brought to you by Amica and Porterview Transportation for school districts, medical, school districts, medical, field trips, class reunions, casinos, you name it. Amica and Porterview will handle it. 908-753-6423, 908-753-6423 is the number that will relieve you of all your anticipation. 908-753-6423, 908-753-6423 is the number for the best transportation company in this area. It's Amica and Porterview Transportation. For 45 years, Amica and Porterview Transportation has been bringing it with safe, reliable transportation to and from your destination. 908-753-6423, 908-753-6423. It's Amica and Porterview Transportation, a sponsor of the Ron Kelly Talk Radio program. It's 24 after the hour, 24 minutes past the hour, I should say. So, and I say past the hour, I don't tell you exactly. You're like, I wonder why he doesn't never tell us what time it is. I say past the hour because people are watching that where it's only 4 o'clock where they are. So if I say 7 o'clock, it's going to be the wrong time for them. So that's where we in the industry, we just say past the hour. Got it? Got it. Okay, 24 past the hour. So, yeah, so there's some things that Trump has done that I like. George Crawford says transgender girls are still, yeah, right, exactly. Transgender girls are still boys. Yes, they are. Okay, 25 minutes past the hour. So, yeah, so I'll tell you, like, now Trump, again, there's things about Trump that I don't like, but, you know, is he anti-transgender because he signed that bill into law? Is he anti-transgender? Is he anti-black or anti-Hispanic, anti-minority because they took down the Spanish website? Because there was and I didn't even notice, there was a website, Spanish language website that Trump took down in 2017 after he was inaugurated. Biden put it back up in 2020. And now that Donald Trump is president again, he's taken the Spanish language website down. So if you couldn't read or write English, you could have gone to this website and you could have navigated the White House and things about the White House and services and et cetera, et cetera. But Trump took that down. So does that mean that he's anti-Latino? But it just shows you a little something about him, because he depended on the Latino vote, and now that he's in, he takes the Spanish language. He takes down the Spanish language websites for the United States government. He gets rid of the diversity, equity, and inclusion. Gets rid of that completely. Doesn't exist anymore. Does that mean he's anti-African American? He depended on the African American vote, and see, everybody knew this about him. The Hispanics knew this. I mean, he didn't tell anybody he was going to do this, but the Hispanics knew this about him, and black folks knew this about him. Voted for him anyway. Voted for him anyway. So, yeah. Knew this. But see, the Democrats are out of touch with America, basically. The Democrats are out of touch. They don't know what the F is going on with blacks, Hispanics, and white folks that vote Democratic. They have no idea. See, but Trump knows what his people want. He knows they want the border sealed. He knows that they want these other things to be done. He knows, and he delivers. So what I like about Trump is, for years, men have not been able to, men who pay child support has been getting the rug pulled out from under them when they tried to claim a child for a tax credit. It's been happening for years. I've been saying it for years since I've been on the radio, that women should be precluded from filing a tax return and claiming the child because they're already getting child support, in many cases more than what they should get. And I know a lot of y'all are going to say, well, it takes a lot to raise a child. And I agree with that. But Trump is going to do is to fix it so men can claim this. So women can't claim their children. Women cannot claim their children on a tax return if they're receiving child support. 100% I agree with. 100%. Because a man doesn't have a say if he doesn't want to have a child. I mean, yeah, he should have wore a condom or whatever the case may be. And, it's incumbent on both parties, the man and the woman, if you don't want children. Because a lot of times the women have children from these okie dokes, no job, no future, no drive, no initiative, no nothing. And they still have the baby anyway. So, yeah, I agree with that. 100%, that Trump says that women cannot claim the child if they're collecting child support. I agree with that because there's got to be some kind of relief for the men. Some paying $200, $300, $400 a week. Half of the check is gone. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So we'll take a break and we'll come back. I may have to re-sign back on because I have a little issue here, but we'll be back with more. It's the Ron Kelly Talk Radio Show.